So there are like two reasons basically like why you would take cleanse over barrier. So your job as an AD is obviously to auto attack like all the time. So all the time you're autoing, that's doing your job, yeah? So if you're
Yeah.
not auto attacking, then you're not doing your job. And if they've got hard CC, then like Leona or a Mumu, then you need to cleanse the stun so that you can carry on auto attacking, because that's something like hard CC stops your autos, which is bad. But if they've got something like a Kha'Zix, which has no CC but like a lot of damage,
An
then
assassin.
yeah, exactly. Then a barrier will mean you can auto attack for longer because it gives you more effective health. So, but the other reason is like in lane, if you're against a reasonably weak lane, then cleanse is really good for cleansing exhaust, because exhaust can like really screw you over because of the attack speed reduction. It actually really hurts Vayne.
Yeah.
So if like so even people against like um just trying to think like maybe a Caitlyn, even though Caitlyn does really well against Vayne, when you survive till about level 6, like she shouldn't be able to kill you, because the only time she'll poke you a lot, but she doesn't really have any burst, so she can't really catch you off guard and kill you. And when you get level 6, you can actually fight her in a straight up fight. So at that point, like if you're exhausted, then you just cleanse off the exhaust and you kill her. So
Mm.
that would be a good time not to take barrier, even though it seems like there's no point taking cleanse. It's a lot. It's actually a lot better in like to cleanse it. And obviously late game, genuinely, it's better to have cleanse because exhausts are so like dangerous for an AD.
Yeah.
Even slows can really hurt you if you're getting chased. But if you're against like a tough lane, then barrier is going to be better. Like a Draven or something, there's nothing to cleanse out of a Draven, and he has a lot of kill potential.
Yeah.
But if you're playing against someone who doesn't have kill potential, like even Ezreal, I often take cleanse against Ezreal because he's like the best lane for Vayne to go against. But like he can't really kill you unless you get poked over and over. And cleanse is so like you should be looking to take cleanse whenever you can. But if you can't, but if you need barrier, then you take it. It's pretty much how it should work. So it's up to you what you want to do now, because in blind pick it's really tough to to tell, because like if we get Draven, then you're kind of screwed with cleanse. But
Yeah.
it's up to you. It's just like practice and stuff. Like I didn't used to use cleanse as much, so my reaction time with cleanse is a little bit slow. But if you
Yeah, I used to use it, and in the beginning it was very slow.
yeah, it's just like when I'm actually playing, it doesn't seem that bad. But then when I watch the VODs and stuff, there's like
Yeah.
a second delay between me popping, like getting stunned and popping it, and it's awful. So yeah, it's something I need to watch out on, I guess. The other thing I think like about playing AD is your anticipation, so your like knowledge of the game. Like something that took my game to another level was when I started anticipating what everyone else is going to do. So like I'm actually going to put a video out on it, like doing a bit more, but basically like Malphite ults and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like pro players obviously have really good reaction time, so can just dodge it flat out. But with like people like me, I'm not that good. My reaction times aren't that good, so the only times I can dodge it is when I know it's coming. Like if I expect the Malphite ult, then I'm already ready to press
Flash. Yeah.
flash. So it's stuff like that as well. So if you're say like we're trading in this lane, and you know like Leona's walking towards you, you know she's gonna E you. So just as she gets ready like in range to do it, you tumble to the side. If you tumble as she does it, you'll actually she actually still gets teleported to you, because like the animation will still hit you.
Yeah.
But if you anticipate and you tumble as she's doing it, then you'll dodge it completely. And like Vayne is actually a really good counter to Leona, because every time she comes to EU, all you need to do is just Q to the side. Don't Q backwards, because 9 times out of 10 like she'll be able to still hit you, because she's not going to do it at max range. Just Q to the side, and then as soon as that's missing, just start auto attacking her, like attack move and follow
Yeah.
her. If MF comes towards you, you need to switch to MF, because obviously she's like the higher damage threat. But when Leona's E is like every gap closer, basically, or stun, has over a 10-second cooldown, is how I explain it to people. So you have 10 seconds where you're completely safe, unless she flashes on your face, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, you have 10 seconds of relative safety in which you need to abuse and punish her, because if you get her low, then you can quite easily win the lane just by playing it properly. Yeah, another. Okay, so we'll do golems this time again, and this time we'll get ready and actually stand here when it spawns, but we kill the small one first,
Okay.
and then we kill the big one after. So I'll go up and help again. So MF's Q works in like a semicircle. So the
Yes, I know.
okay, right. So you know how to dodge that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm really bad at dodging Leona's E. By the way.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm not expecting anything. Just yeah, it's like if you get used to practicing it, the more you do it, the more likely it is to dodge anyway.
Yeah.
But like the other reason Vayne is so good against Leona is because, especially if you're going to max your Q this game as well, is because like when we're fighting properly, if you stealth as she's looking to ultimate, she'll probably just ultimate where she thinks you are, instead of like where you actually definitely are. But if you, like, the other thing as well is if you don't have your Q up and she's going to E onto you, but you think if you flash you can kill her, then just flash it to the side. So like this stuff is all kind of foresight. Like there's no way you can consider whether you think you can kill her and have time to react to flash in the same second. But if you preemptively think if she E's me, I'm gonna flash and I'm gonna kill her, then that's like the perfect way of doing it. Because you don't have life still, I'm gonna tank all of these, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't want you getting to lane low. Alright, so remember, don't take too much harass, and I'll be there in a second. So if Leona does stun you and MF is close, just instantly cleanse it. Even though like it seems a bit of a waste, like even if they're not going too aggressive on you, just like the potential follow up like afterwards, because if you don't cleanse it and they come for you, then you're probably gonna have to flash, and that's like really bad. So I'm gonna ward this so you can see her, okay? And when she looks like she's gonna do it, that's when you need to be ready to use your Q. So I'm gonna guess that because you saw her use her Q, you knew she didn't have her E. So, or because she's not level 2, you can use your Q aggressively, which is really good. I'm pretty sure she's not running life still. Okay, so I'm level 2 now, so we can start pressuring properly. So this is really good, okay, because she's like basically not sure what to do right now, and you're just abusing that. So she's not auto-attacking you, but you're auto-attacking her, which is really good. So I'm going to try and get a hook if she comes a little bit closer. But don't push the wave when we're in this position, because we can abuse her for a lot longer if we keep it around here. So this is, yep, good job. So you see there, she came for us, yes, she was greedy, and so we punished her really hard. You're playing this really well, this game. Like abusing the level 2. This is kind of textbook how you do it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be too afraid. If Leona jumps on you, just walk away. So if Leona jumps on you, don't attack her, just walk away. You won't have tower aggro, and so it doesn't matter at all. I'm going to try and stand in front of you so I can just push her away anyway. That was really good, so tumble away in auto. So you can start looking to put your 3 stacks onto people. We don't need the tower damage at the moment because we're not going to take the tower. So if you can see it like that, that's good. And then attack her again. And then tumble in. Yep, very well played. So even though you took a tower shot, that's fine. We've pretty much bullied her out of lane. Just make sure you don't get hit by Leona now, because that's when you don't have barrier, remember, and she does. So she's got more health than you think. I'm just going to keep poking Leona down. She's actually got health pots, so I don't know what she's doing. But so I'm just going to try and keep control. And I'm going to keep autoing Leona because I don't know what the hell she's doing. Ah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I've lost a bit of pressure now, which is my fault because I missed the Q, so she knows she doesn't have to be too afraid. That's really good. So when they're attacking me, you've got free reign, which means you can just attack her because she's not attacking you, which is really good. She needs to kind of go back at the moment because she's missing out on so much CS. But she's not going back for some reason. So if you were in this position as MF, after you've taken that first, because like the first wave is huge, so I understand her staying, but after that she really should have gone back. So because she's losing like a ton more now than if she just went back, healed, and then she could trade again.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in this position, just even though it might suck to be behind, like she's keeping in the XP range, but she's not getting any of the last hits. She's on 20 CS and you're on 40. This is really risky though, this is a mistake. Okay, good flash. Right, just walk around. Yeah. Okay, so you didn't use your cleanse, did you? No?
No.
No, that's good. Okay, so I was going to say, because some people just instantly cleanse, but there was no point you cleansing that because you weren't going to get a second kill. But the flash was good. So we're playing this really well so far. So this is why Vayne is so strong, because against like not so great players, you can capitalize. Like they don't know how to lane properly, so even though like Vayne is weak in lane, they don't know how to capitalize on that weakness, so they just like let you farm, which is really silly. One thing you need to do a little bit quicker is buy though. I've noticed you sit in base for like if you look at me here, this is where you should be.
Okay.
But that's where you are. So it's not a huge deal now, but like imagine if these three casters weren't there, you would have missed quite a bit.
Yeah.
So just like have your shop ready, just know exactly what you want to buy before you get back, rather than choosing what you want to buy as you're in shop, and that way it'll speed it up a lot quicker. So I'm going to try and just zone them off here. Unfortunately, like, yeah, there are too many minions and you were going to lose quite a lot of the tower, so it wasn't really worth. So you made the right decision in not leaving.
Yeah.
Because even when junglers come to gank, sometimes it's just stupid and there really is no point. So you do out-item her at the moment, which is really good. In my opinion, I think if you should delay on your boots, because boots don't help you trade, but obviously like your cutlass will. So you're trading really well. You're abusing the fact that she's weaker than you, which is really good. And she doesn't seem to want to trade back with you. What they should have done there is you need to be a little bit careful. Like I think you're playing the lane right in how the lane's going. But I think if you're playing against better players, Leona would have jumped on you then, and you would have been completely CC'd. So, like I'm just going to push MF away, just back off. Warwick's here and Rise. Okay, so you're probably dead. Yeah. Sorry, so you were dead, so I just left you to die there. But that's unfortunate because that's just like mid lane and all coming together. And we lost Drake because of that as well, but there's nothing really you could have done there. We had a ward for Warwick and he wasn't that much of a threat, but it was just the Rise coming down. So I think like even saying it's not our fault is okay, but in reality what we should have done is probably, because mid lane was missing, we should have just backed off. Like we went a bit too aggressive considering that Rise wasn't there.
I was too focused on trading.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, see, it gets to the point where like you kind of just do this stuff by habit, and that's when you really start to like will start to climb elo, because when it's habit for you, you don't have to think about it anymore, and then you can focus on like every other area of your game. So things like map awareness will like get so much better
Yeah.
when you. I'm just gonna go and help them with this. So when you start to do, when you start to trade on your own without thinking about it, then like your map awareness, you won't have to focus so hard, so you can just look around the map and see what's going on. It'll also mean like your cooldown timers will be a lot better, because you'll know like MF has a flash up in about 10 seconds. And that's just because obviously playing support I can time those things, but when you're playing AD as well, you should have a general idea when stuff comes out, and you will have a general idea.
Leon is here.
Yeah, I know, I'm coming. Turn on this MF. Do you want to come for this MF? Or are you still chasing? Oh, I missed. That's awful. I don't know if you... Well, I don't know why she just didn't ult a little bit earlier, but okay. Good job. Okay, so CSing pretty well. You should probably have about 90 by 11 minutes, because we've had complete control of the lane. But you're only like 13 off that, which is reasonably good. So, because like the Max is wrong, Billy. The thing is, like when you're playing in this kind of lane, like MF is so weak. Let's just take the tower. So MF is so weak that I'm gonna go on her. Okay. Oh wow.
The fuck?
That was really odd. I don't know why she didn't just run before. Yeah. So when MF is like not trading with you, you've got a free lane, which means you should be able to just CS. I'm gonna have to go back and buy wards. CS whenever
I have one.
you have one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can put it on.
When MF's not trading with you or anything, you've just got a free lane. I'm gonna have to flash. I'm gonna have to flash. No, I'm flashing. Juked. I'm still dead though. I'm gonna have to go up because otherwise I'm dead. You'll be careful, you're on your own. I'm here to try and help you, but good cleanse.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready to turn around. I'm here. I'm coming now. Oh, I didn't think they'd exhaust. Sorry, I've kind of baited you. Okay, I'm here. That sucked. I played that really bad, but Vi's here, so she'll be able to clean up if you can. Good E. That was a really good condemn, pushing her away so you didn't get hit. Well done. You played that well, I played that bad. You should be giving me lessons, I'm a scrub. Okay. So, yeah, like in general, you should probably hit 90% of the CS that you're not like pressured on. So we're doing pretty well this game. Like we've got complete control. The other thing is just to look at the game and how it's going. So like you've got 95 CS on, and Misfortune only has 43. So like a big portion of this is just from that level 2 that you played really well, because like you put her in a situation where like her early game was awful just because like you played it really well. But it has like that, it's the other side as well. So if you play that badly, let's go mid and try and do something because bots pushed really hard. So if you like play that really badly, if you were the MF and you play the level 2, or like when I was a red buff, if MF poked you down while I was at red, then because she can't heal that back up, that's when like you're kind of screwed. And that it could have been you that had the really weak early game, just because of that one mistake. This is kind of why Golems is overpowered though. Like,
yeah,
you played it well.
Didn't have any aggressiveness as well.
No. Oh wow, I missed. Just be careful now, because you're under tower, remember what I said before? So we can't do anything if she jumps on you under turret. MF's coming up now as well, so we need to be a little bit careful, but this is how you snowball a game. So like a lot of people ask me how you snowball and stuff. Let's go and get your farm.
Yeah.
So like this is how you do it. So you take bot, and then because you're so much stronger than MF, we're now forcing fights around the map because we can win them. So even if they all turn up at the tower, we can probably dive them, and we can probably win a fight. So if you ever get in a situation like when you're ahead as Vayne, just make sure you try and snowball that into an advantage. Because like even though Vayne's kind of okay because you're so strong late game anyway, like it doesn't matter if you drag the game out. But the main problem is that like MF's going to get strong eventually. If we drag it out, she's going to get the same. Like you can only have 6 items.
Yeah, yeah.
So eventually she's going to have 6, the same as you, and then your advantage is lost. And that's like the easiest way to win solo queue is when you have an advantage, not an even game. So you're farming really well, which is really good.
Just a thing, do you use A to auto attack or you just click?
So I use A when I'm chasing someone or kiting someone, and just for minions I just right click them.
Okay.
So even though people always say like you need to come here there,
Oh, fuck.
I've got MF though. Wow, it's actually a nice condemn. That's really good. Yeah, so like even though people say attack moving is so important, like it's only important when you're being chased or when you're chasing and like team fights, because like there are situations like basically you want to alternate between the two. If you just A click everything and attack move, you'll miss so much CS because like it will change. Oh, there's no minions.
Oops. Should we dragon or?
Yeah, let's do dragon.
Blade, so it's quick.
One sec. We need to wait for the jungler, so let's just push the wave really quick.
Yeah.
Because Warwick's going to come up, same time, and if he turns up, he'll just steal it. So remember, he has ultimate, so we need to be a little bit careful. Even though he's AP Warwick, going Rod of Ages. Haven't seen that before. Okay, we need to be careful now, because if we get hit, we're screwed. So let's just go help with Jake.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ward. So you can see like what I'm doing now, like when I'm warding, in case you ever play support, is I'm looking at where everyone is while I'm warding. So I can see bottom there, I can see Rise and Warwick were both mid, so I'm not in any danger, which is why I can just run around and ward wherever I like. But when people are missing, that's when you have to be careful, and that's when like you need to not ward and you just need to wait. I'm coming on Leona. Oh, he hits a hook. Not that it mattered, but at least hit one hook this game. Right. So, are you still maxing your Q the whole way, or have you tried maxing it 3?
Double. Q and double.
Okay. Cool. It's a shame these games have been stumps because we're not really getting to mid game where I can have a teach about positioning or anything, because we're not really team fighting. Like at the moment, the only positioning thing we've had is where you tumbled into them in that trade. That was like it. But apart from that, like you've been spot on with your trading. That's like the key to winning as AD though. If you can trade well, then you can win games. Because like as you can see, like MF should beat Vayne really hard, but because you played early really well, it just meant that you got the advantage. I think this is why Vayne is a really like good AD to carry out of low elo, because people don't know how to play against her.
I was in Silver 5 and gone to Silver 3 and then Silver 1 with Vayne.
Yeah.
Jump.
She's OP. So there's just people like Graves is good at stomping lane, but he's not as good at late game. So, but like Vayne, you've got everything. Like if you're skilled enough with her, you can win mid game. You can win early game, and then you win late game automatically because you're just a beast. So it's like it's a perfect kind of champion for people who we need to be careful now because we don't know what everyone is. Just gonna ward over here. Warwick's got his ult as well, and obviously you can't cleanse that, so if Warwick ults you, you are gonna die. I'm gonna go back and buy quickly. I'm surprised they haven't surrendered, but hopefully, if we just drag this game out, we'll get to the point where we can team fight.
Yeah.
So, when we do, I'll just talk about team fighting anyway, because, yeah, have a chat about it. So, like, in this game, the things you need to be watching for are Leona's ultimate, Warwick's ult, and Xin Zhao jumping on you. So you need to wait for Xin Zhao to use his E onto someone. So basically, like, our front line is Pantheon and Vi and me, okay? So if the things you need to watch for is Leona ulting on someone else, Warwick ulting on someone else, and then kind of like your least priority is Xin Zhao Eing on someone else. That was a good tumble. Because like Warwick, if you Warwick ult, yeah, it's a shame. If like Warwick ulted you, then in any team fight you're most likely going to die, because people will just, like, when someone sees Warwick's ult, it's like a magnet. Everyone just jumps on you, even if you're not Vayne. Like, they're still going to attack you.
Yeah.
So you just need to make sure like you're right at the back. So even if he does ultimate you, like, there's no one to follow it up, and most likely he's going to ultimate someone else, and that means you can just then like, then you can start attacking him properly, because there's no danger to you.